Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, everybody, and today we're doing another BDSP guide, and today is going to be on Gyarados, which I have a couple of builds for, and this Pokemon's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and look at the overview. Of course, this Pokemon is water flying type. Gyarados is pretty old, so, about as old as Pokemon get. And this Pokemon's still really relevant. It has Intimidate, which is really good. It has Moxie, which can be really good, but probably not without Dynamax. Probably not in favor of Intimidate over Dynamax, without Dynamax, mind you. Wow, I messed up that sentence pretty bad. But oh well. It has pretty good stats across the board. It has a really good move pool, pretty deep. It has a lot of different ways to play. You can Dragon Dance it. You can Choice Band it with like a light, or you can use it like with a Life Orb or a Lum Berry. It has a lot of different moves that it can use. It can be built pretty bulky. It can be used just completely aggressive, balls to the wall offense as well. So you have a lot of different ways for Gyarados to be played. So let's go ahead and finish this overview. Stats. HP 95 is pretty good. Defense 79 is alright. And special defense at 100 is good. Now, if it wasn't for the 4 times weakness against electric, this Pokemon would be unreal. Now, since it has the 4 times weakness to electric, Pokemon is really good. So, of course, you can use Wacan Berry as well for that, which is cool. Half the super effective damage of electric type attacks, which is pretty good. Makes this all around bulk very solid, and if you use like screens on the team as well, this Pokemon can actually be built incredibly bulky, which is pretty cool. As far as offense goes, its attack at 125 is really good. That's a very solid stat. If you're not getting intimidated into the ground, this thing's doing really, really big damage. And you could use Moxie as well, which is cool. Special attack 60 doesn't matter. Speed 81 is solid. It's not incredibly fast, but it's pretty fast. Like it's like fast enough to do the job, and you're probably gonna only EV it to be like faster than most Gyarados. But it does get a lot of collateral damage there as well, just outspeeding a lot of things in its path. So it's pretty good. Now let's go ahead and look at move pool, trending moves, and all that jazz. So right off the bat, 96% Waterfall. Of course, it's your fast, or it's your good, strong stab, physical attacking move, water move. 96%, of course. Protect 86. It's funny that Protect is the second most trending, but it just makes sense. In VGC, Protect is very used, and Protect is going to be on every build of Gyarados except like a choice band build. So pretty good. Now next we have Dragon Dance at 72. Interesting to see this is the trending moveset. Waterfall Crunch, Protect, Dragon Dance. Really good. Dual Stab. It's not Dual Stab. Fly sucks. Is Fly even here? I don't even know. I think it gets Bounce in most gens, so it's pretty bad. But yeah, you have Stab with Water, you have good coverage with Crunch, you have Dragon Dance and Protect. So it makes sense. Now, it does have a lot of good other moves. We have Ice Fang, Earthquake, Flamethrower if you're going special or mixed build maybe. Thunder Wave, and Taunt as some other options. So a lot of really good moves. It has a fairly deep move pool. It's pretty good. We'll take it. As far as trending moves or trending teammates go, teammates is another Pokemon that can kind of just go on a lot of teams. It's an Intimidator. It's a water Pokemon. A lot of people like to fit a fire, water, grass core on their team. This is a great way of doing that, incorporating that into your team. Intimidate's really useful, and a strong physical attacker like this Pokemon just fits on a lot of teams. So none of these teammates really are like super big synergies. Maybe there's like Raichu, like Thunder or Lightning Rod Raichu. That could be a cool one. But other than that, we have Raikou, Cresselia, Scizor, Garchomp, Hitmontop, Heatran, Tyranitar, Mamoswine, Snorlax, and Abomasnow. So overall, pretty solid there. This Raikou could probably be screens. That could be a really good synergy because Gyarados likes to do a lot of damage and is fairly bulky, so being behind screens would be very good. Very good, very good. So yeah, that's those. Let's go ahead and look at trending items. So of course we see here Lum Berry 70%. A lot of people are using Lum Berry. Makes sense. The Will-O-Wisp is everywhere in the format, so is Spore on Breloom. So yeah, not bad. I like me some Lum Berry. Choice Band 6%. It makes sense. Wacan about the same, and Citrus Berry Choice Specs. Choice Specs is a little odd. And Life Orb. So yeah, definitely Lum Berry is the big one here to assume. If you run into a Gyarados on ladder, definitely, expect Lum Berry. Choice Band is good. Wacan Berry, Citrus Berry, all those are good options. Here, Intimidate, unfortunately, 99%. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But so is Moxie. But only with Dynamax is it insane. But Intimidate, still, it's just very hard to beat Intimidate, right? It's pretty hard to see a Pokemon that can use Intimidate and not use Intimidate. It's pretty weird. So yeah, it makes sense. Now, as far as trending EV spreads go, don't explore into it too much. You know, there's good knowledge here to be learned with 204 speed, 180 Jolly, 252 Adamant, 188 Adamant. You know, being fairly high speed, it should definitely be enough to solidify you winning some speed ties here, winning some speed wars with Gyarados. And yeah, we're typically seeing pretty weird spreads. Pretty defensive, a good bit into HP, a good bit into defense potentially, a good bit into attack, and a good bit into speed. So usually we see a lot of speed and then a fair bit into attack and bulk. That's what we'll see on most of these builds. So let's go ahead and explore the builds that I created. So first off is going to be a Wacan Berry, fairly bulky. Now this, let's go ahead and show the damage calc that helped make this. Gyarados, Tyranitar Rock Slide is pretty scary, so -1 from Intimidate. Tyranitar Rock Slide into our guy is only hitting it's hitting a 0.4 chance to 2-hit KO after Sandstorm damage. So that is a huge calc. That means they're probably not even two-shotting after an Intimidate. Makes it really safe to switch in on. I just think that's really good. And then also, since I'm using the Wacan Berry for that as well, that means we're pretty safe from the scariest rock type move, and we're pretty safe from electric type moves. So, pretty strong. And with a fairly bulky build, you're pretty safe to set up a Dragon Dance and then just start Waterfall, Crunch, Big Boom, attacking is pretty good. So that's the set here. Wacan Berry, Intimidate, Wacan Berry to eliminate that other weakness. Waterfall, Crunch, Dragon Dance, Protect. You just want to set up Dragon Dance and start sweeping with Waterfall and Crunch. That's really it. As far as the build goes, of course, that's why I put the bulk where I did, was because of that other damage calc. But I wanted it to be fairly fast, so I went 212 Jolly. That way we're doing pretty solid numbers here on speed. We're outspeeding the mirror match. We're outspeeding a lot of things in the meta. I just felt like a very good amount of speed was good here. And then I put the leftover into attack after all of the bulk and speed investment. Makes sense. That's it for the first build. Let's go to the second one. This one's a little bit more in your face, pow, damage man. We have Choice Band, Intimidate, makes sense. This could even be Moxie if you wanted, but I really do like Intimidate. It makes it safer to switch in. It makes it safer just in general. And getting this this Beast Band in here is a pretty big deal because it's Choice Band, so you don't really have much room for like weird things to happen. You kind of need this guy to be safely brought into a safe position and then just start punching. And that's what we have here. So as far as the moveset goes, Waterfall, Crunch, those are going to be standard. Ice Fang is going to be standard for Choice Band. And then you have your last move that could be like, you know, any physical attack. I picked Earthquake. I like Earthquake a lot. Although it is kind of weird because you probably won't have many Pokemon on your team that can resist it or are immune. But still, it's there. Your other options, you could use Facade could be cool. Stone Edge for, you know, for coverage. But that's really your best options here as far as physical attacks go. So I do like Earthquake. I think Earthquake makes a lot of sense here. And then as far as the spread goes, it's very basic. 252, 252. Leftover 4 in HP. And I added the nature to make Jolly, to make it plus speed and minus special attack because we're not using special attack. And I want this guy to be as fast as possible on this build. So, makes sense. Anyways, that is it for that build. Let's go to the last build. And the last build kind of just mashes all of it together. Lum Berry, 3 attacks instead of 2 attacks, Dragon Dance, Protect. Since we took away a fair bit of bulk, I put it all into attack this time. So I just wanted triple attack here, Protect. No Dragon Dance. You could go Dragon Dance, but Lum Berry lets us not get Will-O-Wisped. Intimidate helps, lets you switch around. This is just a fairly balanced build. You just have a lot of actions, like a lot of options for attack, and that's really it. No fancy stuff, no Dragon Dance, anything like that. Protect, 3 attacks. It's as generic as it gets. 252 into attack, and I like the 212 plus speed. So that's what I did, and then I just poured the rest of it into bulk. Pretty basic. Anyway, that is it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Makes a huge difference. It really does. I like Gyarados. Gyarados is really powerful in the game. And, yeah. Have a good week. Goodbye.